Determination of rate constant for inversion of cane sugar. Experimental determination of rate constant. Very, very important concept. And in examinations, you have to remember the formula. Derivation is not in the important, but the derivation will make you to remember the formula very easily. What is the important point in this optical rotation method? Inversion of cane sugar. Why we call it as inversion of cane sugar? These are the 2 points we need to understand. Acid hydrolysis of sucrose. If you take sucrose is nothing but the solution or the carbohydrate which is extracted from sugar cane. So the way cane sugar is called nothing but sucrose. Cane sugar is nothing but sucrose. Now the hydrolysis of sucrose gives you glucose and fructose. But the most important point to notice here, before the experiment, it's only sucrose present in the solution shows an optical rotation of dextrorotatory of 66.5 degrees rotates the plane polarized light towards right hand side. But as the reaction proceeds, goes on, some sucrose will giving to glucose and fructose, where the products glucose is dextrorotatory, fructose is levorotatory. The sum of these two dominates by a levorotatory substance of minus 92 crossing over 52.5. You can see a slight decrease in the overall rotation of the plane polarized light from 66.5 to less than 66.5 and slowly moving towards zero. And when it comes to infinity time, when it comes to infinity, sucrose becomes zero, you'll have only glucose and fructose. The overall result will be a levorotatory product. So this makes the rotation, if you observe sucrose C12 H22O11 undergoing hydrolysis gives you C6H12O6 glucose, C6H12O6 glucose, and fructose. This is glucose and fructose. This is going to be sucrose. So at time t is equal to 0, if I take this is A, 0, 0. At some time t, this becomes A minus X, X, X. But at time t is equals to infinity, this becomes 0, this becomes A, this becomes A. The overall, I am going to talk with respect to fructose. With respect to fructose, the total change, the change in the optical rotation is taken. Change in optical rotation. Change in optical rotation is calculated. Is with respect to fructose the change in optical rotation, because your overall rotation is moving from plus 66.5 to less than that is because of the fructose, because remaining is DO. This is positive, this is positive, and the only negative in this is only fructose. So fructose is the one which is responsible for optical rotation. Taking forward of this particular concept, if I take an example in this way, initially let us say this is 0 where plane polarized light have nothing to do. Sucrose, let us take this is your R naught. For example, it is like plus 66.5. It is going to be time t is equal to 0. We have R naught. Now at time t, this value will change slightly to RT at some time is equals to t, and at time infinity this becomes R infinity at t is equals to infinity. Now everywhere there is a change. What is this? Let us take this is theta 1, and this overall change we take it as theta 2. There are two changes. A small change from here to here is theta 1, and the overall change is theta 2. What is this theta 1? Change in the rotation. Change in optical rotation, I told you. Change in optical rotation is directly proportional to amount of fructose form. Amount of fructose form, which can be taken as x, and this is nothing but theta is change. What is the change we have? R naught minus RT is directly proportional to x. Same way, what is theta 2? Total change in optical rotation. Total change in optical rotation. In optical rotation, total change in optical rotation is the total amount of fructose form. Total amount of fructose form. and this can be taken as A is directly proportional to theta 2 is the total change from R naught minus R infinity. So this is your equation 1 and this will be your equation 2. So going forward to this particular one, we have A is proportional to R naught minus R infinity, X is directly proportional to R naught minus RT, A minus X is directly proportional to R naught minus R infinity minus R naught plus R infinity. So R naught gets cancelled. A minus X is proportional to RT minus R infinity. So if you take this particular one, A minus X is RT minus R infinity, A is R naught minus R infinity. Can we use the equation K is equals to 2.303 by T log of A by A minus X, A by A minus X, which is equals to 2.303 by T log of A can be written as R naught minus R infinity by RT minus R infinity. So that makes your answer to experimentally determine inversion of cane sugar.